I'm joined by Andy Waroma, co-founder and managing director of Cloud Comrade, one of Microsoft's born in the cloud systems integrators here in Singapore. Andy, thanks for joining us here today.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks for having me here.
One of the curious questions I have would be, you guys have such an amazing and cool company name. Can you tell us a little bit about the origins of the name Cloud Comrade?
My co-founder and I, we came from an enterprise background. And when you're in an enterprise background, typically there's a lot of hierarchy. You want to be a senior consultant. If you're a senior consultant, you want to be a manager. If you're a manager, you want to be a director, and so on and so forth, right? We didn't want to build all of those hierarchies into the organization right from day one. We don't, for example, have titles on our business cards. So we were all comrades working towards the same common goal. It was about the fact that we treat each other with the same amount of respect. Second thing was for us really to be on the same level with the customer. So respecting the customer, but customer also respecting the work that we were doing. And we felt that comrade was the word that kind of like encompassed both of those things.
Thanks, Andy. And Cloud Comrade has been a key partner in helping customers embrace hybrid cloud and really drive the overall adoption to the cloud. Can you share with us a little bit about the kind of work and solutions and services that you guys do to help customers navigate that migration?
We set up the company 8 years ago, so we've been growing the market. We have been growing together with Microsoft. Microsoft has been coming up with new solutions over time, but we have stayed true to the original founding principles that we are a cloud migration and cloud managed services company. And that's what we have been doing since the beginning. With Microsoft, we have been working, for instance, on SAP migrations, which is one of the specialty. But to be honest, 85% of the workloads that we migrate onto Azure, they are nothing to do with SAP. SAP is a good example, though, of workloads that can be put on Azure. And the reason being is that once you can run SAP mission-critical workloads on Azure, you can run just about anything else there as well. And that's why we spearhead sometimes with this kind of migration projects with our customers.
Andy, you spend a lot of time with customers, with CIOs and technical decision makers. And needless to say, the last couple of years has been a challenge for many of our customers as they drive that progress and that journey towards the cloud, especially with the needs around hybrid work. Can you share with us a little bit about the challenges that you're seeing customers experience and how you're helping customers navigate those challenges?
And I'm thinking back to March, April 2020. There were a lot of organizations who were not ready for hybrid work or working from home kind of a scenario, and they needed to pivot towards cloud very, very quickly. So they needed to have collaboration tools, Microsoft 365, for instance. They needed to back up their enterprise workloads onto cloud to ensure that they have business continuity. They might need to have virtualization of their Windows desktops, for instance. So we needed to do a lot of those things very, very rapidly for our customers to ensure that they could continue their business when we had to move from the office to our studies or balconies or wherever we might be working.
Yeah. In that journey to the cloud and then also the journey towards hybrid work, which many of our customers have to do, a big topic that often comes up is around security and the need to ensure security towards both internal and external threats. And I know that's something that Cloud Comrade does a lot in helping customers deal with.
If you ask our customers what's important for them, they will say everything. Now, that's not necessarily a realistic scenario. If you do everything and you protect against all of the threats, that might be costly, but that might be also quite overwhelming and restrictive for many organizations. So first and foremost, I would say to our customers that put some kind of a risk profile together. What are you most afraid of? What do you think are the likelihoods that could happen in the organization? And looking at, you mentioned about internal threats, external threats, both of them are valid, but what is the likelihood of one of those two happening? Now, let's say it's external threats. What are we afraid of then? Are we afraid of that it's some attacking the organization? Is it potentially a criminal organization or competition who is trying to take us out? Or are there potentially nation states that might be doing something? And based then, once we have answered some of those questions, we can then start coming up together with Microsoft with a plan how to protect against those threats.
Andy, thank you for sharing the approach that you have with customers, especially in such an important topic as security. Shifting gears a bit, let's talk about partnership. Cloud Comrade has been an amazing partner to Microsoft, and we appreciate the work that you do for our customers and the engagement that we have. Can you share with us a little bit about what it means to you to be a Microsoft partner?
We have been a Microsoft partner now probably more than 5 years, and I feel that we have grown together. Microsoft has been extremely supportive of Cloud Comrade over the years in terms of training, providing the right skills for our people. All of our 100 people are Microsoft trained, and we can talk about with conviction about the features and functions that Microsoft can bring to the customers. But partnership means more than that to me. It means about the two-way street. It's about making sure that both of us are successful in this business.
Partnership is absolutely a two-way street. The other thing that a lot of our customers look to us about is really having a perspective about the future and what's in store in technology, what's in store in terms of our roadmaps, and the kind of solutions that we recommend for our customers in order to be competitive, in order to differentiate themselves in the marketplace. Give us a point of view of where you see the future lies, especially in Singapore, for a lot of companies who's just navigating themselves out of this period of the pandemic.
I've been hearing some statistics about Singapore. About 10% of the workloads that can be on cloud are right now on cloud. So there's still a lot of work that can be done in this particular area. But we also see that customers are getting more sophisticated, they're getting more demanding, they are expecting more from Microsoft, they're expecting more from us. And the constant product innovation and understanding the customer's requirements, that's really, really important. And they want to have the product principles, deep knowledge in the technology, but they also at the same time want to have the implementation partners practical understanding how to do things in similar kind of companies than what we are talking to.
Andy, thank you so much for speaking with me today, and more importantly, thank you for the partnership. I don't think we can do what we do for customers without the work from your teams, your colleagues, and the industry. And I truly mean it when I say that our partners are truly the lifeblood of what we do at Microsoft, and we truly recognize the amazing work and amazing innovation coming from Cloud Comrade. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin, and I would also like to thank all of your team here in Singapore has been supporting us over the years and scaling up Cloud Comrade, chasing us and making us better, and ensuring that whenever we have customer requirements, that you are there to help us to ensure that our joint customers will get the solutions that they need to continue their day-to-day businesses.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.